Hey. Whole room leaning. Hey, I don't know. I don't even know if y'all can hear it, but we in here. What's going on, y'all? What's up, midfielders? Welcome to the midfield. Welcome to the 50-yard line. We're right here in the midfield. I never did no live before. This is my first time doing it, but I want to do some sports content, some sports talk. Just chop it up, honestly. With all the breaking news and all this shit happening in sports, first things first, I gotta say R.I.P. Dolly Parton. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna act like I listen to her a lot or anything. But I mean, Texas, born and raised. I'm in the South. I don't know where she's from, but I mean, you definitely heard of her. America's Team. She just performed at the Thanksgiving show. So R.I.P. Dolly Parton. She was only 80 years old, by the way, which is crazy. Because it's not that old. I've seen good, healthy 93-year-olds, 94-year-olds, still strength training and stuff. So it's crazy. But R.I.P. Dolly Parton. But anyways, welcome to midfield, y'all. Welcome to midfielders. Welcome to the 50-yard line. I switched it up a little bit. If y'all hear from my Instagram, I put the game plan, the topics of what we're going to discuss, what I'm going to discuss today. But I want to throw in the Jamar Chase injury too. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. But it looked bad. But anyways, I'll get to that in a minute. I'm kind of replacing some predictions that I want to do with the records, and I'll see if I still do that. I'll see if I still have time to make some predictions or something. But first things first, I want to get into the Browns topic. I want to get into Deshaun Watson being named the starter for Week 1. Personally, I've been a Deshaun Watson fan since Houston. Okay, so this is probably the typical, perspective on it. I was a big fan of it. He was fun as hell to watch in Houston. I was thinking he was like Mahomes before Mahomes, you know. He was so fun. Statistically, I'm pretty sure he had some good careers, some good numbers. I don't know if he eclipsed the 5,000 yard mark, but I know he had good numbers. Wanted to see him do good in Cleveland, and it just hasn't done it. And obviously, whatever he did off the field, that affected him. However, that did. It's a lot of the play too. There's a video that came out, or his post game conference that came out of and him saying, it's not about the performance. It's about what happened. It's disrespectful that the fans boo him, and by all means it is very disrespectful. But it is. I would disagree. I think it's 1,000%. It's 1,000% performance based. He did what he did for sure. People gonna hate him for that. People still hating Mike Vick for the the dogfight and shit, whatever. But I mean, if Deshaun Watson came into Cleveland and won like 12, 13, 14 games, I guarantee it wouldn't be talked about. Well, it wouldn't be talked about as heavily. Same thing with Mike Vick. He did his dogfighting stuff. Spent his time, came back to the league. He got some heat for it, but when he was hooping in Philly, and I hated when he went to Philly. I don't know why all my favorite players go to Philly. But when he went to Philly and was hooping, you didn't hear about it a lot. Afterwards, whenever Mike Vick did, I don't know, he did like some commentating and stuff like that. Well, not commentating, but he was on shows and stuff. He would still get some heat. It's always gonna be there, but the winning would mask a lot of it. Now I think Deshaun Watson, could have masked a lot more had he just won a little bit more. So I think it is somewhat performance based. I saw that I had a comment. I ain't gonna front. I don't know how to look at that shit. I don't know how to do this stuff yet. So I'm gonna try to look for the comment, and then I don't know, keep going from there. I'll probably play like some music and stuff like that later on too. But just first thing first, I'm trying to get off a quick live and just talk some sports. I don't know what I want to see more of either. I don't know. Oh, the comments are right there. That's what it is. I don't know if I want to see Deshaun Watson be successful, or because I highly doubt it. I don't. And first off, it's crazy that this came after his post game conference when he just buried the Browns fans. I mean, that's wild. Restricted visibility appeal. Your life is not eligible to recognition. Restriction of search. Sorry, I'm reading whatever popped up here. I don't know if it's gonna cut me off or something, but so what do y'all think about the Deshaun Watson thing? I think it's just crazy that he got named the starting quarterback after he just dug into the Browns fans. Again, maybe deservingly so. It's crazy that he's getting booed in the preseason. It's crazy that he got cheered for tearing his ACL. But I mean, you bury the fans and then get named the starter right afterwards. That's crazy. Buster Watson. But I think what that proves is that it was just never a competition, which again, it makes sense. Shedeur Sanders is really trying to dig himself out of not dig himself out of a hole. He's trying to get out of a hard place, and it's damn near impossible until Deshaun Watson just fails again. Sanders blows. I don't know yet. I think he's gonna be exciting to watch. I mean, how good. So, kind of going off topic, I think where Shedeur Sanders fucked up is when he was restricting himself from teams that would draft him, more specifically the Ravens. In my mindset, if I was getting drafted and the Ravens wanted me, I'm thinking Lamar Jackson, he gets hurt sometimes. I don't know if I would say he's injury prone yet, but Lamar Jackson gets hurt. And if I was Shedeur Sanders, I'm like, I'm going to go to Baltimore. I'm going to sit for a little minute. If he gets hurt, God forbid, I'm not praying for it. I'm not hoping he gets hurt. But that's the sport. If Lamar Jackson gets hurt, Shedeur Sanders is coming to a great situation to win. Because they're building that team around Lamar Jackson. Obviously, you got King Henry and, the weapons. Zay Flowers, think of him what you will. He's getting paid the money. So I think that's where Shedeur Sanders fucked up. It was kind of blocking off Baltimore, because I think that would have been a good situation, but that's neither here or there. He's on the Browns now. You got to play the person you playing. You can't have that much money. Exactly. 100%. That's what I'm about to say. My boy Kimo, hey, you smart, bro. You smart. I mean, I think this is Deshaun Watson's final year in his contract. I don't know how much, because I haven't pulled over here, like 100 and something, 230 million fully guaranteed is crazy. That's wild. And getting where's that, 46 million. I think so it was a for sure that Deshaun was going to start, and it's his team until he fails. He has a very short lease. I would say if you start the season, and actually I'll probably go to the picks right now and see what the Browns' schedule is looking like. If you go into the season, Deshaun Watson as a starter, and you drop 0-3, 0-4, I think it's your job there. Maybe 0-5. I doubt they'll give him. I doubt they'll give him 5-game cushion. Shannon's is a bust. Taller Baker Mayfield. Nah, I don't think he taller. I don't think he taller than Baker Mayfield. Baker a dog, bro. I can't see Shedeur Sanders running like Baker would. Baker got some grits on him, but I do fuck with Shedeur, and I think he'd be exciting. But since I switched it up, I'm not gonna do the predictions. I want to talk about the Jamar Chase thing. Let's take a look at the Browns schedule to start off. All right, so I would say 5 games. That's a wild take. that's a crazy take. Yeah, now I wouldn't say that at all. Now the Baker gritty. But so I say 4 games. Yeah, it's got to be 4 games, because you go into the Jets, and if you're 1-3 or 0-4, then you're like, let's throw Shedeur in there. And depending on even how Pittsburgh is looking, I just don't know what the teams are going to look like. I would assume they're going to be, decent. They just made the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. He's old, but he's still Aaron Rodgers. So let's go through it. All right. Oh, wait. No, not that one. So they're going to take a L to the white Shedeur Sanders, I guess. And then I think that's 3 L's for sure. That's 3 L's for sure. Depending on how Pittsburgh is looking, I think Shedeur Sanders could be starting by week 4. But if they're not looking too hot, I don't know. I think it's probably starting the Jets. Jets and Saints maybe the only wins. yeah, that's crazy. Maybe I'll go through and look to see who could actually win. I don't know, if Shedeur Sanders comes in, I think they could squeeze out a couple of upsets. I don't think they're not winning a lot with Deshaun Watson, unless he's coming in like final year contract NFL player, motivated as fuck and trying to get some wins, which I don't know. I feel like he ain't really vibing in Cleveland. I don't see him doing damage. And also, it would also be an eyeball test. So let's say they drop the first 4. But Deshaun Watson's throwing 230, 280, maybe a 300-yard game. I don't know against who he would do that. Couple touchdowns. Let's say by that time he has 2, 4, 5, 6 touchdowns and a pick. 6 touchdowns and a pick. I think that would still get him a start. If the eyeball test is different from the record. If they're 0-4, but Deshaun Watson is actually playing decent and putting up good QB numbers, he'll probably start a little bit more. It's probably the first full off season as well for Watson. He was injured last year. Yeah, that's true. He gets the full off season. I don't think he's getting any weapons, right? Who does he have? I don't know. He has anybody new. Still Jerry Jeudy, which I can still kind of fuck with Jerry Jeudy. But I mean, he's not like the A's in Seattle. I just saw what's called what was it? Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks. When Diggs was talking to the coach, he was like, "Yeah, this is my first full off season since 2023, I think, 22, 23, one of the two." He said, which is crazy to think. KC, Conception, Denzel, Boston, new wide receivers, KC, a dog though. Yeah. So the eyeball test can look different. They don't have Njoku anymore, right? I don't remember their running back or nothing, but But the eyeball test could look different. I think he could play if he plays well. Yeah, Njoku on the Chargers. That'll be fun to watch. I think if he plays well, he'll probably earn like a 2-game cushion. 2-game cushion. So if he throws 6 or 7, 6, 7 touchdowns and a pick, they'll beat the Jets, lose to the Ravens. I think that's his limit. Because regardless of how good you're playing, what the people want to see when their team isn't doing good is a change. They just need to see something change. And it's going to be the quarterback. it's going to be especially in this situation with all the drama going back and forth. It's definitely going to be the quarterback. So I would say by the latest, Shedeur Sanders is coming in at week 7, because I can't see them. Maybe this would be like let me see who would I say they will beat. I say they'll beat Jaguars. So maybe it's a 2-4 start. But after that, I think it's Shedeur Sanders' team. But I think Shedeur Sanders lose a lot of games this season. They take it Arch Manning. I mean, he's gonna just have to lose them, because I don't see him trying to lose. He's for sure not gonna tank. I think this is the best situation for Shedeur Sanders though, because I guess kind of the Browns organization also, because if they came in starting Shedeur right off the rip, and he's trash and he doesn't play well, you're going to go to Deshaun Watson? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. You can't start Shedeur, go to Deshaun Watson, and then possibly both of them be trash, and then go back to Shedeur Sanders. You're going to have to stick with Deshaun, which that wouldn't be a fan favorite move. It wouldn't be good for the organization. I mean, shit. Browns are going to be Browns, right? They just going to be what they are. But I think I like a good underdog, story. I've actually always had a little pause. I always had a little soft spot for the Browns. Derek Anderson taking them to the playoffs. I think they won like 10 or 11 games back in like, I don't know what that was, '08 or some shit like that. I thought that was fun. I think Baker being in Cleveland was fun. Odell and what's his name, Landry, that shit was fun. They torched the fucking Cowboys, but shit, yeah, bro. Hey, ball knowledge, Derek Anderson, bro. Josh Gordon, yeah. Browns are fun, bro. I really do wish that they would be a little bit more successful. Peyton Hillis, yeah. Yeah, bro. Peyton Hillis too. Is Peyton Hillis ball? I feel like Peyton Hillis isn't ball knowledge though. I feel like a lot of people know of him because of Madden and like the 1 year wonder kind of thing. But I wish they would be more successful. But damn, it's definitely not going to be anytime soon because this is a deep division. A deep division. Actually, let's go ahead and finish what they're going to do. I don't think. Let me see. So they'll beat the Jets. I think they're going to start off with 4 straight L's. I think Shedeur Sanders might come in at this time. I'm still going to take Tennessee, though. I like Cam Ward. I like the wide receiver they got, even though they're not connecting right now. Yeah, that division is always tough. Always tough. So it's just going to be crazy to come out of that division. But any wins. So I'm going to take Tennessee. I like Cam Ward. They're going to get swept by Pitt. The Browns are always good for a fun-ass upset, too, though. They're always good for a real good, but I don't think it's typically like the end of the year. Ravens going to get upset for whatever fucking reason. Whatever, but Ravens for whatever reason, they're going to be like 28-0, face the Browns and put up like a fucking field goal and lose. But let me get to that later. They're gonna get swept. I don't know if they're gonna get swept. Yeah, they'll probably get swept. The Saints, I don't know. Any away game is an upset. Is they all good for it? Yeah. Saints. I'll give the Browns the Saints. I think that'd be a fun game though. They're gonna get slapped right there. I don't know. Oh man, if Shedeur Sanders is starting against that Houston defense, that's gonna be tough. This is a toss up. So if it's a toss up, I would say the Browns. Bengals. I'll give it to the Bengals. Oh wait, how did I do that? Oh wait, no, yeah, I did it right. Atlanta. Shit, I mean, I think they kind of a toss up too. You can't base too much off preseason, but they ain't looking too hot right now. I would say we got another L. L. That's an L. They gonna randomly beat them. I think the Colts are gonna be like trying to string together some wins, but then just take that L. And then they're gonna get swept. I can't see them winning 5 games. I don't know how I did that. They probably get like 4 games. So maybe they'll get swept by Baltimore. But 5-12, I think that's a lot for them. Maybe 3 or 4, but 5-12, maybe we'll put that at the ceiling. Right? I'm the one doing it too, and I was already like, I don't know how I did that. I'm gonna jump forward to the Jamar Chase though. Is this the year for the boys? Of course it's a year for the boys, bro. Don't you hear everyone saying how different it feels? It feels different. It really do feel different. You in Dallas and you know that shit feel different. There's less drama, man. There's less drama. There's smart moves. You know, we don't have the boys on the topic today, but we'll talk about them a little bit. There's less drama, more moves, smart decisions made, key acquisitions where they needed it. Offense is what it is. They the Gotti, greatest there is. We just gotta see what the defense is like. I've been in Dallas for 30 years, my boy. Yeah, bro, you up there, bro. I think you gotta get out of Dallas league. You gotta get out of there. You gotta go to Red Oak or something. You gotta get to. But we're gonna jump into the Jamar Chase thing because I think it's kind of turned into nothing. He limped off the field and he ended up saying it was all right. But if you saw that shit just looks scary. Hey, you know, all my boys, if we from Dallas, that look like some Kyrie Irving shit if you ain't see it. And that shit's scary. That's the last thing we wanted in Dallas, and that shit happened. That leg bent the other way. Boy looked like an alien. Bam. That's kind of quick. I don't know if I could I don't think I paused or anything. But I mean, that shit just didn't look good. That's the last thing the Bengals would need. I feel like he all right though. I feel like I mean, it bent back the other way. Hyperextended it. I don't think he tore anything, which is good. Yeah, it is. It is. That's one thing I would like to say too. I wish there would just be no. Obviously, that's impossible. But if we could just get a season with no injuries, no superstars getting injured, that'll make for some fun football. Because you want to see the superstars. You want to see the elite players out there. So you got to pause it. Oh no, I can't pause it there. But that's the last thing that that the Bengals would need is any injuries in general. The typical is obviously you go to Joe Burrow first and say you can't have him injured, but he's always had weapons. So if he stays healthy and Jamar gets hurt, that's gonna completely turn around their season too. They're just like the Cowboys. Their defense has been so ass. It doesn't keep them in any games. You got to score 30 plus points a game to even stay in it. So they need all the talent that they can get for sure. But from what I heard, it's he limped off and it was just hyperextended, as ugly as it looked, because staying down like that, I don't know, man, because I that happened. That shit it's kind of scary. And I'm not even an athlete, All right, so let's go to. I don't know if you got a chance to look at the new rivalry jerseys. If I could adjust this real quick. But the new rivalry jerseys, I didn't get a chance to look at all of them. This is kind of, let me see, apply. My first time looking, so just you get a raw reaction. And if y'all following, y'all know me. I'm partially colorblind, so I'm probably the last dude that should be commenting on this stuff, because I don't know why they made this all gray. Why is Tennessee all gray anyways? No, I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna do it anyways because I fuck with it. I like what I like about this. I don't know if I really like it actually. It's all right. It's decent. I think it's a good color scheme. The numbers are okay. It's all right. It's all right. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Because I know typically with these, they always put something native to the city or whatever. So I guess maybe the Music City is. I'll take a look. If you know if you know any fun facts about the what's it called, put it in the chat. Because I don't see anything outside of the Music City or the stars underneath there. One thing I do like, are they gonna show the logo? Oh yeah, I do like the new logo. I fuck with their new logo. I like the gray. Yeah. Well, hey, this one shade of gray with this shade of gray here, shit, boy. And then why is his hand gray, bro? Everything's just grayed out in this. They need to get a color TV or something. I do like their new logos. I've always been a fan of Tennessee. The jerseys and stuff. But more so the older jerseys. I think they're making a lot of changes and it's just alright. But I do like the logo at least. And I don't know, the Oakleys come with it, but that's nice. I like it. Let's see what's next. Oh, I did get a chance to see this. I don't think a lot of Stroud at all. But these jerseys are icy, bro. The white on whites, man, hey, this is probably my favorite one so far. This one's probably my favorite. I like the font for the H. I wish a lot more teams would do that. The Texas Rangers recently kind of did a similar font, but then they got rid of it for their City Connect jerseys, and they're not doing that again. But I like the font. I like a lot of the white on white. I think it just looks good. It looks icy. It could even be on a team that I don't really like. And then again, if you know anything else, I feel like this is something. It has something to do with Houston, the sleeves right there. I think I saw a video and this, was it candy paint red or something? They started the video with like the grills. I was like, yeah, they Texas showing out because we got to put the grills. The Colts, I don't know if I like the Colts. Let's see if we get a different view. Let's see if I get a better view for y'all. What does that say? What do you say? Let's see. Finish, high, shine, bringing, modern edge, Colts color, iconic blue. I think they're right. They're okay. Let's see if we can go back to the other view. The jerseys are okay. I feel like they've done something similar before. No, I mean it's just what I think of this, and I think the kind of the Detroit Lions alternate jerseys kind of mess with this because I feel like they've done all this before. Like Detroit, they've gotten the all black blue trim or white trim with the blue before, so it just kind of looks like assuming I'm right with my colors. It kind of just looks like a Detroit alternate jersey. And I think I prefer, my personal preference, I think I prefer the white hat with the blue logo. So I don't know. It's decent. It's okay. Not my favorite. What does it say here? High shine finishes. Is it a high shine finish? I don't know. I think they're focusing on literally like the Lions one. Literally, that's exactly. So I think they're just copying the Lions. And then I don't think it's on here, but the Bills showed theirs before also, and that's like the Lions. I think it's like all gray with the blue. It's like, why everyone turning into Detroit? Everyone just wants to be like the Lions. Cowardly, bro. That's a bar. This one, I don't know, mixed feelings on the Jaguars. I really like the font. I like the numbers, the hat and everything. It's all nice, but I don't know how I feel about the pants. I don't know if how I feel with the Jaguar print. It's kind of odd, no? I don't know why this keeps moving. I'm trying to give you a good view. So I do kind of fuck with the Jags. I like a few things of it, but I don't know how I feel with the Jaguar print. Which I don't. Oh shit! What I do? Fuck. Let me go back. Which it's alright. I guess it's okay. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I think so far, I think Houston's my favorite. I think Houston is my favorite NFL rivalry jersey. But this is a close second, in my opinion. All right, how many more do we have? Is Green Bay the last one? Oh, you know what? I actually do fuck with Green Bay. I like Green Bay's, again, similar with the Jags. I really like the font and the numbers. Oh, we still got Chicago too. I didn't really look at Chicago yet. But I like the font. I like the numbers. The sleeves are nice. I don't know. It looks just kind of like vintage, which perfect for the Bears and the Packers, the two most historic franchises. You want to make the jerseys look vintage. I think that was accomplished. Again, even as a Cowboys fan, I don't like Green Bay. Can't hate on the jerseys. I would say my top is Houston's. Second, hold on. So second so far is Green Bay's. I really haven't even looked at Chicago's yet. That's okay. Let me see if we get a better view. They're not helping themselves with the pictures they got. Oh, Detroit. I forgot Detroit had one too. Hold on. So wait, that's it for Chicago? That's all they're gonna show? Nah, I guess I ain't really feeling that one. I think they're going kind of a vintage look also. But I think Green Bay accomplished the vintage look a little bit better than Chicago. I'll go through and look and see what the the little features are with sleeves and what it means and everything. It probably has like Chicago written around in white. You can't even tell. You need a magnifying glasses, zoom in. Chicago's okay. I thought I would like it a little bit more. I bet it'll look good on the field. The Chicago unis would look good on the field, but overall it's just decent. And Detroit, okay, what is it like more? Like the numbers look more metallic, or not metallic, but like iron or something. I guess they're nice. I don't hate them. There's Detroit's done so much. Like it's hard to choose, bro. I'm so lost. I forgot there's even the Vikings. I thought I was done already. Oh, I did see the Vikings too. Like the stitching on their sleeves was like, yeah. You know what? I like the Vikings. I like the, what does it say? Nordic knot pattern. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but it's a nice touch. So I'll do a ranking right after this too. I think that's the last one. That's the last one? Yeah, it's the last one. So my ranking would be, let me see, literally like the line was. My ranking would be, I like Houston's first. I gotta go Houston. Oh yeah, the Jags too. I don't like the Colts. Nah, I don't like the Titans either. So we're gonna go Houston, Green Bay. Lions ain't bad. We're gonna go Houston, Vikings. Do my top 5. Houston, Vikings, Green Bay. I'm gonna go Jags or Lions. Houston, Vikings, Green Bay, Jags, and Lions. Those are my top 5. Houston, Vikings, Green Bay, Jags, Lions. The other ones, you could miss me with those. My opinion probably changed in the season though when you actually see them on the field. But I mean, not bad. Not bad overall. But hey, I'm just doing a quick live, so that's going to call it for today. Really just trying to see how to even work all this stuff. I'll come back with, better production, mic, music. Content's always going to be good though, because I just have good content. So hey, appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all have a safe one, and I'll see you on midfield. I'll see you on the 50-yard line next time. And then let me see if I get in this bitch. Adios.